With the success of their recent cinematic ventures, Marvel Frenzy is currently at an all-time high. But what about Marvel video games?
Peter, my man, you see all that?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're putting on our capes and spandex and counting down our picks for the top 10 Marvel video games. Number 10, XMen Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse. Building on the solid action RPG gameplay of the first game, XMen Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse has everything the original had, and more. The epic storyline takes the usual battle between the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants and flips it on its head, with the two groups having to form an uneasy alliance in order to defeat the supervillain Apocalypse.
It appears we both have a grievance with Apocalypse.
With appearances from many characters from the comics and an addictive gameplay loop, XMen Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse is a great entry in the X-Men franchise. Number 9, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Along with the animated X-Men television show, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse for the SNES was a mainstay for many young Marvel fans in the 90s. The game featured great graphics and challenging gameplay with plenty of action. The game's most unique and memorable feature was the ability to choose from 5 characters: Wolverine, Cyclops, Psylocke, Gambit, and Beast. Since it was made by Capcom, the influence of the widely popular Street Fighter II was clearly present in the game's design, making it deeper than most standard beat-em-ups for the time. Number 8, XMen Origins Wolverine. 3 X-Men games in a row might seem like a lot, but it's a franchise that lends itself perfectly to video games. Plus, Origins Wolverine is just plain badass. You play as Wolverine as he hacks and slashes his way around the globe, leaving bloody trails wherever he goes. Seriously, the game is gory as heck. One of the few cases where the game is better than the movie. The plot takes cues from the film and features excellent voice acting from some of the film's stars, including Hugh Jackman.
You're alive because of her.
Number 7, The Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Destruction. It took a really long time to perfectly capture the rage and mayhem that is the Hulk, and Ultimate Destruction is the first game to satisfyingly recreate the Hulk's temper tantrums. The game gives players an immense amount of freedom with an open world to explore and destroy, and an excellent moveset that will have you running along walls, climbing up large structures, and making massive leaps as you face off against various villains. The game was also written by Paul Jenkins, who was a writer for the Hulk comics. Number 6, LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Like other LEGO video game adaptations, LEGO Marvel Superheroes takes the Marvel franchise and puts it in the LEGO world.
Fools! This place is mine to rule!
In this game, however, you get to play as 150 Marvel characters, each with their own character-specific moves and abilities. With an open world featuring many of the Marvel Universe's iconic locations, LEGO Marvel Superheroes is Marvel fan service at its very finest, with dozens of gameplay hours for fans to soak in.
Why'd it take so long to plan?
Approvals, counter-signatures, 4 rounds of notes. You can't believe the bureaucracy I deal with.
The game even features Stan Lee as an unlockable character. How about that? Number 5, Captain America and the Avengers, arcade version. Although it would eventually be ported very poorly to the home consoles, for many, the best version of Captain America and the Avengers was found in the arcade. In fact, many consider this game to be one of the best co-op beat-em-up games of all time. The game features fairly standard brawling gameplay and is best enjoyed with several friends with quarters to spare. Players can choose from 4 characters from the Avengers: Captain America, Hawkeye, Vision, and Iron Man.
Captain America!
Although other characters will appear and aid the players if certain power-ups are picked up along the way.
Thank you!
Number 4, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Once again proving they know how to make an excellent Marvel game, Raven Software released Marvel Ultimate Alliance, starring a wide array of superheroes and supervillains from Marvel Comics.
Speaking of that, what is our next mission, Colonel?
The game is a spiritual successor to the X-Men Legends games, and features much of the same action RPG gameplay that made those games great, but with vastly improved graphics and presentation, as well as an insanely deep cast of characters.
But make no mistake, death for the X-Men is inevitable.
If you love Marvel, and you love action RPGs, this is a must-play. Number 3, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 truly encapsulates the feeling of being Spider-Man by implementing a web-slinging mechanic that has the players actually swinging from building to building, instead of simply shooting a web into the sky, as had been the case with previous Spider-Man games. The gameplay feels fantastic, and this game's version of the New York skyline is a blast to explore. Just be sure to play the console version and stay away from the PC version, as it received a drastically dumbed-down port.
But didn't Spider-Man pass his tests?
Number 2, XMen Arcade. At a time when arcades were beginning to show signs of their eventual demise, the XMen Arcade cabinet really stood out. Although there are different versions of this cabinet, the best had to be the biggest version, which can be enjoyed with up to 6 players at once. Playing this game with 5 of your friends is a blast, as the beat-em-up gameplay is solid and the graphics are great. Players can choose from Cyclops, Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, or get stuck with Dazzler as they face off against Magneto's hordes of minions. Number 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Although the third iteration of the popular fighting series is out, our favorite is still Marvel vs. Capcom 2, based on its huge character roster alone. Boasting stunning 2D character sprites with colorful 3D backgrounds, the game's visuals are incredible. It's not just a feast for the eyes though, as it has the gameplay to match. With fast combos and a wide variety of characters from both the Marvel Universe and Capcom games, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 still holds up as a top-tier fighting game, and is our choice for the best Marvel video game ever. Do you agree with our list? Which is your favorite Marvel game? For more super-powered top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You're insane!
Not as insane as you think.
Thanks for watching Mojo Plays. Be sure to subscribe and click on the link in the description below to check out our suggestion page and vote on what content you'd like to see us cover next.